Hi everyone, welcome to day 7 of the 12 Days of Christmas Cards 2014. Today we're doing bulk cards.
Let's get started with day 7's video. Today we're learning how to make bulk cards. So we're actually going to be making 10 cards in just 20 minutes. Now it's going to take a little bit of prep work on your part to be able to do this. And what I mean prep work is that it has to go on an assembly line. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. So I'm cutting, I have 12 by 12 paper, and I find the easiest thing for me to do right now is I cut 2 panels of 5.5 down, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches instead of the standard 4.25. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I can get, by cutting it at 4 inches instead of 4.25, I can get actually 6 card bases out of one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock, and that's exactly what I want. So once again, you're going to go 1, 2, both at 5.5, and then I just put the 2 together because my blade is nice and sharp at the moment. I got a new blade, so it's capable of doing that. 4 inches, 4 inches, and then this will come off also at 4 inches, or maybe just a slightly smaller. So now I have my whole stack of card bases. So I'm actually going to show you an example using, I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time, and then you can adjust it to do as many cards as you want. So we're going to get started by taking 2 pieces of, you kind of want it 4 and 5.25 by 5.25 if you're going to put a background paper on it, like a color around it. Alright, so we're going to get started. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be doing some masking and multiple colors. So I gathered up every snowflake stamp I own, and I'm just going to do some masking paper. This is used masking paper. I've made this card before or something similar to it. So I'm just going to get some masking paper which has adhesive on the back. This is reusable, so again, if you're doing bulk cards, you want to cut out, let's say you're going to do 10 cards. That's how I'm going to explain this video with 10 cards. You're going to cut out 10 pieces of this masking paper. Okay, and you're going to cut, so you're going to start off by cutting all your card bases, or your white cardstock. You're going to cut out 10 of these masking papers, and you're going to put them all on here like so. Okay, and so you're going to have 10 in a row lined up, and then you're going to get your ink pads ready. I'm using Whisper Gray by Close to My Heart Glacier, which is a light blue color, and I'm using Blue Violet from Simon Says Stamp, which is a dark, vibrant snowflake, which I'm only going to use for small snowflakes. Okay, and then I gathered up a whole bunch of snowflake stamps over on the side here. So again, I'm on the small snowflakes, I'm going to do the really vibrant ones. So I'm going to start with my biggest stamp set first. I'm going to arrange them. This is, I'm using a Hero Arts snowflake stamp, and I'm using one from Close to My Heart. And I'm just going to arrange them in 3s, like so. Then I'm going to take a stamp press. A stamp press is also a thing that's good to have for making these bulk cards, because you can pick up multiple stamps at once, or a really, really large block. And this is how you're going to do them. You have all 10 of them lined up in a row. You're going to grab your Glacier ink. You're going to give them all a good inking. Stamp. And because you have the masking paper, you want to push a little slightly harder than you normally would, or put something a little softer underneath to give it a cushion. You're going to go back in, again, ink these up really well, and do the same thing. And all you're going to do is continue down the line and do all 10 of your cards. Okay? And then so you have all of the blue stamped out. Then you're going to remove the stamps. And you can reuse these same stamps if you want to. If you don't have a lot of snowflake stamps, it's not a problem. I'm going to take Whisper. These are going to be done in gray. So I'm going to take that, this one, and I think that one. And again, so I did a blue triangle there. I'm going to do a gray triangle here. The eye work that's pleasing to the eye is having a set of 3 in a triangle shape. So again, you're going to start your 10 cards, stamp one, ink up, stamp the other. Oops, I got my finger on that one. I just want to make sure that there's ink on it. And then you're going to go along the line of 10 cards. And then again, you're going to clean and remove your stamps. And I'm going to take just a couple of small stamps because these are going to be a really vibrant in color. Pick them up. I'm going to take my blue violet from Simon Says Stamp. Stamp those 3 down, go back in, do it again, and go down your whole line. And so you can stop there, you can make it as fancy as you want, it doesn't matter. You're going to remove, when you're finished all 10 of your cards, you're going to remove the masking paper. Now you're going to have this really cool masked off area for your sentiment. Okay, and then I'm going to take a black Simon Says Stamp ink, and I'm going to be using a stamp set from Simon Says Stamp called Peace on Earth, which is full of a bunch of Christmas sentiments that are good for the front of the card. I like to pair this up with the stamp set that they have out this season that's made for just the insides of the cards. Just going to clean off my stamp block here, excuse me. And I'm going to stamp this Christmas Blessings. Now you can make, if you feel like there's a lot of white space in that sentiment, you can always make that masking paper a little bit smaller. And again, you're going to ink that up in black ink. Stamp that down. Go to your next card, stamp that down. Okay, and you can really just stop there if you want to. And make just a simple card for your friends and family. Like I said, if that masking was just slightly smaller, I think it would look even better than it does now. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a 1-inch block and I'm going to go in with a couple small stamps and fill in the spaces that I don't really care for. My tip to you would be to remove the masking tape on one card and see how you like it. And then if you need to go back in and add some extra ones like I'm going to do right now, I would suggest doing that when the cards are not already have their masking tape off, because now I'm limited in my stamping. I have to stamp and make sure that I'm stamping in the areas that aren't going to be masked off. So you can see by adding just a couple of stamps, it really fills up the card and gives it a little extra something. And I did go in and I didn't clean my stamp very well, so I did one and I only wiped it just once, and then I went in the glacier ink so that you kind of get some subtle mid-tones in there. And so you can see it kind of makes a big difference between that and that. So that's why it's a good idea to take the masking paper off your first one, see how you like it, stamp some more in there, and then go back and stamp the rest while the masking paper is still on there so you're not limited. All right, and now all we have to do is attach this. I'm going to do this one later. I'm going to attach this to my card base and then you're all finished. All right, so the next step I would suggest is going in and cutting 10 full card bases and then actually going in and taking and putting it on your card base. Now you can put this on your card base. I'm going to trim a little bit off the edges because I did create this to be 5.5 inches long, and I just want it to be 5 1/4, so that it doesn't fall off the sides. There we go. All right, and now the card is finished. So I hope you enjoyed day 7's card, and I'm gonna actually announce a giveaway now.
All right, on to the giveaway. I'm giving away a hostess stamp from Close to My Heart called Be Jolly. I'll let you take a look at it here. This is a really adorable sentiment stamp that you can use for your Christmas cards. And as I mentioned, it is a hostess stamp, so you usually can't get the stamp set unless you host a party or you order $150 or more through a consultant. So this is actually kind of a rarer stamp set. All you have to do to win this stamp set is to share my video either on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and through the YouTube share button. That way I can see that you actually did it, and then just comment below letting me know that you shared the video, and you are good to go, and I'll enter your name into the video. All the winners for these giveaways during the 12 days of Christmas are going to be announced on the day after the last video, so I'm really looking forward to giving this away. Be sure to check out day 2. We have the giveaway there, we have a giveaway today, and then we have a giveaway on the last day. Thanks so much for watching.